Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev.
जय गुरुदेव,
Namaste
जय गुरुदेव,
and
जय
Namaskar
जय
from India. We are two hosts in front of you. My name is Dharmendra and I live in Jaipur, Rajasthan, India. And another is very old disciple of Guru Siyag, Mr. Bhavar Singh. He is in Bikaner, Rajasthan. So we welcome both of us welcome you all in the new session, new episode, which we have started now. The name of the session is Theory and Practice of Guru Siyag Yoga. This is the first episode, introductory episode, and we would be talking about what Guru Siyag Yoga is. So basically, we'll begin with basic brief information and would like to request Mr. Bhavar Singh ji to help us understand what Guru Siyag Yoga is. Bhavar Singh ji will be speaking in Hindi and I will be humble enough to translate in English as much as possible. Bhavar Singh ji, Guru Siyag योग के बारे में आप जो बेसिक जानकारी लोगों को बताते हैं वो क्या है?
देखो धर्मेंद्र जी, इसके अंदर क्योंकि ये गुरु शाग इसलिए कहा गया है कि गुरुदेव ने जो एक दर्शन दिया, आज तक जो आध्यात्मिक जगत के अंदर जो मान्यताएं थी, जो योग चल रहे थे, जो सारा चल, उससे हटके है ये। क्योंकि गुरुदेव ने जो आधार माना, जो बाहर के योग हैं, जो हठ योग हैं, जो सारे योग हैं, चाहे वो जैनियों में हो, चाहे वो आजकल खूब गुरुदेव के टाइम में खूब जो है जैसे नाथों में हो, पर गुरुदेव ने जो ये गुरुदेव शाग योग इसलिए कहा जा रहा है कि गुरुदेव शाग ने जो थ्योरी दी, गुरुदेव का कहने का यही था कि प्रैक्टिकल पहले और थ्योरी बाद में। गुरुदेव का सिद्धांत यही था कि दो तरह के काम होते हैं। एक तो योग जो होता है बाहर से हम अंदर जाते हैं, एक जो मानव कर्त होता है वो ईश्वर कर्त होता है जो अंदर से बाहर आता है। तो गुरुदेव वाला जो योग है वो मां कुंडलिनी शक्ति के आधारित है। गुरुदेव का यही कहना है कि हर जो साधक है, चाहे वो लेडीज है चाहे जेंट्स है, जेंडर का नहीं है, उसके अंदर एक कुंडलिनी शक्ति होती है और अगर वो समर्थ गुरु है, उसका दिया हुआ मंत्र करता है तो जागृत हो जाती है और जागृत होके वो ऊपर बढ़ती है। तो गुरुदेव वाले में दूसरे योगों में यही अंतर है कि दूसरे योग जो हैं, विभिन्न प्रकार के योग हैं, उसके अंदर साधक खुद करता होता है, उसका उस पे कंट्रोल होता है। और गुरुदेव वाले के अंदर जो नई चीज ये है कि इसके अंदर साधक खुद करता नहीं होता है। साधक तो सिर्फ गुरुदेव से प्रार्थना करके मंत्र जाप करता है और गुरुदेव को यहाँ थर्ड आई पे देखता है। उसके बाद जो मां कुंडलिनी शक्ति हर साधक में बैठी है, वो जब जागृत हो जाती है गुरुदेव के मंत्र से, गुरुदेव की स्पीच से, तो वो सब जैसे जैसे ऊपर बढ़ती है तो वो जो 15 मिनट ध्यान करता है, उस टाइम उसका सारा नियंत्रण मां कुंडलिनी शक्ति का होता है।
Okay.
और कुंडलिनी शक्ति
I will request you to pause here because I have to translate this. So what Bhavar Singh ji is saying that why this Guru Siyag Yoga is different from others. There are two basic reasons. One, that in Guru Siyag Yoga, practice comes first and theory comes later. So that's one part. Second part is that compared to other yoga methods, either Jainis or any other meditation practice, in such practices except Guru Siyag Yoga, the practitioner is the doer, the karta. Whereas in Guru Siyag Yoga, all this is what happens during the state of meditation is done by the universal consciousness, which is being called as Kundalini. And only omnipresent Guru or competent, enlightened Guru can awaken that universal consciousness without much effort. So that's one thing. Yeah. So please continue, sir. I'm just sharing the summary what you have said. आप आगे बोलिए सर।
अपने जो कह रहे हैं धर्मेंद्र जी कि इसके अंदर नियंत्रण सारा उस कुंडलिनी शक्ति का होता है और कुंडलिनी शक्ति भी जैसे 15 मिनट का ध्यान कराया है तो 15 मिनट होते ही वो सारा आपकी आंख खुल जाएगी। योगिक क्रियाएं होगी तो उस 15 मिनट के अंदर ही होगी। अगर आपका ध्यान लगेगा, योगिक क्रियाएं नहीं होगी तो ध्यान लगेगा, तो भी आपको 15 मिनट में ध्यान खुल जाएगा। कहने का यह है कि गुरुदेव शाग वाला योग जो है उसके अंदर साधक करता नहीं है, साधक दृष्टा है।
Okay.
उसको
So
नया तभी लगता, हाँ,
just pause here. It will be a practice. So what Bhamar Singh Ji is saying that in Guru Siyag Yoga, you are not the doer. You are just the spectator. You are the person who is experiencing this meditation. So whatever happens in the first, in the state of meditation for 15 minutes, that Kundalini which is awakened is actually governed and controlled by Guru Siyag. And whatever Kundalini does as in the form of automatic yoga will be actually automatically stopped within 15 minutes or in 15 minutes. So whatever yogic movements happening to you will automatically stop in 15 minutes if you have requested for 15-minute meditation, right? And this is the only form where you are only a spectator. You are only an experiencing person, but not the doer, not the karta. Yes. And even if you are not experiencing any yogic movements or involuntary movements, your meditation would continue only up to 15 minutes and your eyes will open exactly after 15 minutes. Yes, sir.
इसमें सर जैसे ये साधक ध्यान करता है, तो अब गुरुदेव ने जब त्रिविध ताप की बात की है, तो गुरुदेव के शरीर में चाहे कैसी बीमारी हो, शरीर के अंदर जो भी कोई रोग होगा, तो कुंडली जैसे जैसे ऊपर बढ़ेगी, तो उसका पहला काम है कि जो गुरुदेव ने पातंजलि ऋषि का उदाहरण दिया है कि पातंजलि ऋषि ने कहा है कि साधक को इस यात्रा में जब निरोग होगा तभी योग होगा, मतलब वो योग होके निरोग होगा तभी आगे बढ़ेगा। वो इस यात्रा में जो आध्यात्मिक यात्रा है उसकी पहली शर्त है कि उस बॉडी के अंदर रोग नहीं रहे, निरोग होगा। मतलब क्योंकि गुरुदेव ने आगे ये भी तो कहा है ना कि चित्त की वृत्तियों का निरोध योग है, मतलब उस मालिक से मिलना। तो जो भी साधक किसी कारणवश उसके शरीर में बीमारियां आ गई है, तो वो मां कुंडली शक्ति मातृ शक्ति है, वो जैसे जैसे आगे बढ़ेगी, पहले उन नाड़ी तंत्र के अंदर सुषुम्ना से सारी जुड़ी हुई है ना, तो उस नाड़ी तंत्र के उन रोगों को ठीक करती जाएगी। उसको वही क्रियाएं होगी जो उस रोग से संबंधित है। वो योग आध्यात्मिक का नहीं होगा, वो उस रोग को ठीक करने का होगा और वो मां कुंडली आगे बढ़ती जाएगी। इसी तरह मूलाधार से विशुद्धि तक की यात्रा है, वो जब तक करेगी मां कुंडली शक्ति उसको योगी क्रियाएं करवाएगी। आगे फिर बोलेंगे, आप थोड़ा कर दो हिंदी में।
जी। So Bhamar Singh Ji had said many meaningful things. Particularly, this meditation is about salvation or moksha. This is not about curing diseases. However, Patanjali Rishi had also said that the precondition of moksha or precondition of salvation is disease-free body. Yeah. However, one more thing Bhamar Singh Ji have not said, yet Gurudev had mentioned that this cures 3 types of diseases: physical disease, mental disease, and spiritual disease. So these diseases, unless these diseases are cured, we cannot experience the key aspect of salvation. So unless these preconditions are met, that we are free from all 3 diseases, it is impossible to experience that. And how does this work is that the mother of universe, which we call universal consciousness or Kundalini, actually cures or removes all these diseases through the Sushmana Nadi. There are three veins. So this Kundalini, which was sleeping in a dormant position, is awakened with the support, with the order of Guru Siyag, and actually it passes through and conducts its journey from Mooladhar to 1000 Lotus place, Sahasrar. Yes, sir.
इसमें जो धर्मेंद्र जी बात ये आती है कि जैसे जैसे वो मां कुंडली शक्ति आगे बढ़ेगी, तो साधक के दोनों काम होंगे। साधक की आध्यात्मिक यात्रा भी आगे बढ़ेगी और उसका जैसे कोई कहीं आप जा रहे हैं तो पहले से कहीं कहीं पहले होते थे ना पुराने जमाने में, रास्ता साफ होता था फिर आप पैदल चलते थे। जैसे इन जैनियों के वो साधु कहीं पैदल चलते हैं तो उसके अंदर पहले से वो कहीं झाड़ियां होती तो उनके कर्मचारी थे वो सफाई करते थे। इसी प्रकार साधक जैसे जैसे आराधना करेगा वो मां कुंडलिनी शक्ति उसके जो जन्म जन्मों से जो अवरोध है सुषुम्ना नाड़ी में, जिसको कारण शरीर कहते हैं, जिसे प्रारब्ध कर्म कहते हैं, उनको वो हटाती जाएगी। उसको योग शारीरिक क्रियाओं के लिए तो उसकी योगी क्रियाएं होगी, और अंदर की जो है चेतना है, जो अंदर के अवरोध हैं, जो हमारे प्रारब्ध कर्म है, वो कुछ काटती जाएगी। जैसे जैसे वो रास्ता साफ होएगा वो मां कुंडलिनी स्थिति आगे बढ़ेगी और साधक की यात्रा भी उसकी आगे बढ़ती जाएगी। साधक की ये दोनों चीजें साथ चलेगी तब साधक को अनुभव होगा कि हाँ ये गुरु श्याग योग कुछ है। उसके जैसे जैसे उसकी यात्रा होगी तो गुरुदेव ने आगे वो कहा ना जातांतरण, उस साधक को ऐसे क्या पता लगेगा कि मैं बढ़ रहा हूं, उसका जात्यांतरण होगा। मूलाधार से जैसे आगे बढ़ेगा, नाभि पाएगा तो क्या मणिपुर पाएगा क्या होगा, हार्ट पाएगा क्या होगा, उसका जात्यांतरण होगा। जहां भी साधक है जैसे भी है उसके वर्तियां चेंज होगी, उसका खान पान चेंज होगा, उसका आचार विचार चेंज होगा। पहले वो जैसे उसका अलग था, और फिर कहने का शॉर्ट में यही है कि उसका उसके अंदर जो बदलाव आएगा उसका वो सात्विक होता जाएगा, उसका खान पान सात्विक हो जाएगा, उसकी वाणी सात्विक हो जाएगी, उसकी सोच सात्विक हो जाएगी। दूसरे दूसरे जो देखेंगे दूर से कि इसमें बदलाव आ रहा है, यह है सिद्ध योग, यह है गुरुदेव का योग। खुद को नहीं, दूसरे देखेंगे इसमें बदलाव कैसे आ गया।
All
ये
right.
चीज
So a lot of things he had said. Let me explain and translate it. The first thing is that there are so many hurdles, and these spiritual hurdles within us, not outside. So this Guru Siyag Yoga helps you to have a simultaneous improvement or journey, which is a spiritual and physical, well-being journey as well. So as we see in olden times, like, Jain Munis, when they used to travel, all their employees would actually clean the path, would remove all these hurdles and, shrubs and all thorns and all they used to clear. So in similar fashion, Kundalini would be clearing this Sushmana, that's the path. So everything you will experience, and how that experience happens is what Bamar Singh ji is trying to say, that when your Kundalini moves up from Muladhar, where it was in a dormant position, it goes up to Nabhi and to Manipur chakra and to heart chakra, you will personally experience all these changes, all this transformation happening to your body, to your thinking, to your behavior, to your eating habits. And there is a term by Rishi Patanjali in his book, the second chapter, I think, or the third chapter, the first part of that, where he had said that there is a jatyantran, like there is a transformation of human being. That transformation of human being starts happening, and it is not only visible to you, or not only you are experiencing it, but everyone will see in the world that yes, Guru Siyag Yoga or Siddh Yoga has the potential to transform human being from these two or three dominating tendencies to a sattvic tendency. There are three basic tendencies which are mentioned, and these are related to three types of diseases: Rajogun, Satogun, and Tamogun. So if we have more Tamogun, negative tendencies, then we are addicted to certain bad habits, alcohol or consumption of any other addiction. So these tendencies will be subsided, and you personally would feel that your food habit has changed, your thinking pattern has changed, your behavior has changed, your entire tendency, the faculty of tendency has actually changed to a positive sign which is called Satoguna. Yes. Yes, sir.
अब धर्मेंद्र जी सवाल यहाँ ये आता है कि आज का जो वातावरण है, पत्रिकाओं में आता है, टीवी पे आता है, कई जगह मोबाइल पे आता है कि आज के पेरेंट्स की समस्या है कि बच्चों को सही गाइडेंस दिया जाए। मतलब कई जगह मैंने पढ़ा, कहीं अमेरिका वगैरह में कि ऐसे कोई जो है उनको बच्चों को जो है काउंसलिंग करे कि वो जो 12-12 घंटे 14 घंटे मोबाइल में लगे रहते हैं, ड्रग्स ले रहे हैं, बिना दवाइयां सो नहीं पा रहे हैं, गोलियां लेके सोते हैं, मतलब नेचर से बिल्कुल हटके, जिनका कोई इलाज नहीं है। और पेरेंट्स है वो उनको बच्चों को दबा भी नहीं दे सकते, कुछ कर भी नहीं सकते। अभी जो वर्तमान में जो चीज है ये इसलिए लागू होती है कि गुरुदेव वाली चीज है। अगर कोई साधक योग करता है, कोई बच्चा करे, बच्ची करे, जेंट्स करे, कोई करे, उसके अंदर ये जब जात्यांतरण होता है तो उसको बिना किसी कहे दूसरे को काउंसलिंग नहीं करना है, उसके अंदर से जो प्रेरणा मिलेगी अंदर से, क्योंकि वो मां कुंडली शक्ति के नियंत्रण में होएगा, तो उसकी जो एनर्जी पहले गलत दिशा में जा रही थी, उधर से वो बिना किसी कहे अंदर वाली मां कुंडली शक्ति के नियंत्रण में होने से वो अंदर है अंतर्मुखी होना शुरू हो जाएगा, अंतर्मुखी शुरू हो जाएगा। उसके खान पान चेंज हो जाएंगे, नशे है छोड़ के चले जाएंगे, उसमें को जो वो चैटिंग करता था 12-12 घंटे मोबाइल पे वो छोड़ देगा। जब टाइम मिलेगा गुरुदेव का जाप करेगा, जब टाइम मिलेगा गुरुदेव का जाप करेगा, क्योंकि उसको आनंद आने लगता है, उसको ऐसा उसमें एक तरह का गुरुदेव का आध्यात्मिक नशा हो जाता है उसको। जब भी उसको टाइम मिलता है या तो अपना काम करेगा और या गुरुदेव से जुड़ेगा। तो ये वो चीज है कि दुनिया का भला हो सकता है, इसे दुनिया का बिना एक पैसा खर्च किए दुनिया का भला हो सकता है, दुनिया का भला हो सकता है।
Okay. So while I was listening to you, I was also trying to type because I don't want to forget that. So let me explain a few key things which Bhamar Singh ji had said. The first thing he said that if you are, if you just oversee all these current trends and the environment around in this world now, children who are spending 12 to 14 hours on mobile phones, chatting and watching, whatever they want to watch, their food habit has gone from bad to worse. And in order to sleep well, they are actually consuming, some drugs, sleeping pills. Without that, they can't sleep. So, and they are actually going away little far from parents. However, when this Siddha Yoga is practiced or Guru Siyag Yoga is practiced, as Rishi Patanjali had said, this Jatyantran will happen. So this Jatyantran will happen automatically from within. It's something very unique to explain. Why? Because even if parents do counseling to kids or to their children that don't spend 12 to 14 hours on mobile phones, don't eat this, don't eat that, all these junk food tendencies. So external intervention by parents is not successful. And probably children are going far away from their parents because of, probably poor parenting habits. But while practicing Guru Siyag Yoga, there is no need of external intervention conducted by parents or counselors or anyone else. Yet, the transformation will happen from within, and this transformation will, take him away from all those bad habits or bad behavior or bad tendencies to good ones. And the practitioner, either a young boy or girl or youth or adolescents or anyone, will basically start feeling the bliss, which is called Ananda in Hindi. And the state of Ananda has been explained by Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, and there are 5 shlokas related to that, verses to that. Yet, Bhamar Singh ji has not mentioned about it, but what he has mentioned, that similar thing has been mentioned by Guru Siyag, where he said that this bliss, while chanting the mantra and remembering the God, while chanting this mantra, you will reach to a state of blissfulness, and there would be a sort of intoxication, not sorry. So Gurudev had used a very typical term, which is good for medical professionals to understand. So Gurudev had said that if you chant this mantra round the clock all the time, then you will start experiencing this state of bliss. And this state of bliss is termed as intoxication without drug. So there is no need of any drug, and the name of God itself is a drug, which is within, and the entire universe is within us. Over to you, sir.
तो फिर धर्मेंद्र जी अपने वहीं आते हैं कि जब ये चीज शुरू होती है तो साधक जो भी है, जो भी ये करता है, जो उसकी एनर्जी जो सही दिशा में नहीं जा रही थी, तो हो क्या गया था कि एक गुरुदेव यही कहते थे कि ये कालांतर के कारण से लोग नेचर से हटते गए, नेचर से दूर होते गए, और ये जो जैसे पोल्यूशन होता है, ये काल धर्म के कारण से हमारे अंदर पोल्यूशन बढ़ता गया, पोल्यूशन बढ़ता गया। हम टाइम पे सोने नहीं, टाइम पे खाए नहीं, सही खाए नहीं, बस वो जैसे चलता रहा चलता। उससे क्या हो गया कि जो हमारी बॉडी का जो है सिस्टम है, ये ईश्वर ने ऐसा बनाया है कि नेचर के साथ चलेंगे तो सही रहे। टाइम पे खाएंगे, सही खाएंगे, टाइम पे उठेंगे, टाइम पे सोएंगे, तो हमारे सारे शरीर के सिस्टम उसी हिसाब से काम करेंगे। और नहीं तो जो नेचर की व्यवस्था बनाई है ईश्वर ने शरीर के अंदर, वो धीरे धीरे गड़बड़ होने लग जाती है, धीरे धीरे गड़बड़ होने लगती है। अब ये योग करने से होगा क्या कि वो मां कुंडली शक्ति जो तुम जन्म के टाइम से लेके तुम्हारे बॉडी में ये धीरे धीरे पोल्यूशन बढ़ता गया और विकार आता गया, पोल्यूशन बढ़ता गया और विकार आता गया, उसको सही करके आपको वहीं ले आएगी जहां आप जन्म से थे। अब ये होगा कि आप स्टूडेंट हैं तो आपकी पढ़ाई में एनर्जी अच्छी लगेगी। आप जहां 2 घंटे पढ़ते थे 4 घंटे पढ़ेंगे, 4 घंटे पढ़ते थे 6 घंटे पढ़ेंगे। पढ़ के जो मेमोरी में नहीं रहता था वो आपको याद रहेगा। आप बिजनेसमैन हैं तो पहले की रोज जो टेंशन में रह के बिजनेस करते थे, उसके अलावा अगर योग ध्यान करके योग करेंगे तो आप जो निर्णय लेंगे सही लेंगे, सही दिशा में लेंगे, जो आपके फायदे के होंगे। तो ये जो धर्मेंद्र जी गुरुदेव ने कहा ना कि ये जो योग है खाली योग नहीं है, भोग और योग दोनों साथ चलते हैं। कहने का यह है कि उस साधक की अंतर यात्रा भी शुरू रहेगी और बाहरी जगत के अंदर, दुनियादारी के अंदर एक अच्छा इंसान, एक अच्छा साधक, वो भी ये मां कुंडली शक्ति लाए। क्योंकि जैसे जैसे उसमें विकास होगा, ये सारा जो पहले जैसे बाहर से किसी से सलाह लेता है ना, जो साधक अपने अंदर बैठे गुरुदेव से ऐसा उसका वो जोड़ा हो जाएगा कि कोई काम करने से पहले वो अंदर से गुरुदेव से पूछेगा, गुरुदेव क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, क्योंकि वो अंदर शक्ति जागर जग जाएगी और उसके आधार पर जो निर्णय लेकर जगेगा तो वो लाइफ में कभी फेल नहीं होगा, चाहे किसा कौन सा ही फील्ड हो उसका।
जी सर। So I have to explain a lot of things, very meaningful ones. The first thing he had said that, more we are away from nature, which is our instinctive nature, basic nature, and more we are going away from the nature, not sleeping at the time of sleep, as not moving in sync with the nature. So there is a deviation from being aligned to the nature. More we are getting into that, and this is maybe because of the Kal Dharma, which he has said, and this is called a sort of pollution, spiritual or physical pollution, or even mental pollution. So more we get into these mental pollutions and all, because we are going away, we are not aligned with the nature. So these are the results we are facing. The entire world is full of stress, and everyone is having tension or stress for everything. Now, when you get into this meditation, Guru Siyag Yoga or Siddhi Yoga, then what will happen to you? is what Bhamar Singh ji is explaining, that Kundalini will bring the same natural change, will bring you back to the nature as you are in the lap of nature, and your memory will increase, your happiness will increase, your tension and stress will decrease, and that will help you to take right decisions. So these right decisions are coming from within, not being suggested by someone. Yet when you are connected to the universal consciousness, which is awakened by Guru Siyag, then this answer will come from within for all your questions. When you are doing business, when you are doing something, when you are going to take some decisions about your life, then you would be speaking to your Guru within. And Guru, as Gurudev Siyag had said, is not a physical body. Guru is the universal consciousness. Gurudev is omnipresent force. Gurudev is within all of you. And Guru Siyag had actually helped you awaken that Guru within you. So when the Guru within you, inside you, is awakened, then he is the best friend to you. So this is one thing he had mentioned. And I think I have summarized it mostly. Yes, sir.
अब शर्मेंद्र जी बात यहाँ ये आती है कि जो अभी, क्योंकि ये योग इसलिए जरूरी है, अभी का जो वातावरण है, जिसमें फिर अपने वही बात करते हैं कि इससे जुड़ने के बाद जब उसकी यात्रा आगे बढ़ेगी, वो शरीर से भी सही होगा, वो आध्यात्मिक यात्रा भी बढ़ेगी, उसका निर्णय भी सही होंगे, तब उसको एक गुरुदेव का सपोर्ट मिल जाएगा कि हाँ, गुरुदेव मेरे साथ हैं और पग पग पे मेरे को जो है सहयोग कर रहे हैं। तो आज के टाइम में चाहे गरीब हो, चाहे पैसे वाला हो, चाहे इंडस्ट्रियल हो, चाहे किसी फील्ड में काम कर रहा हो, जो एक दूसरे का इतना कंपटीशन बढ़ गया है और एक दूसरे को टांग खिंचाई हो गई है, मतलब वो देखे उसको डाउन कर दे, वो देखे उसके, इसलिए सब कुछ होते हुए भी हर आदमी के अंदर एक काल्पनिक भय बना हुआ है। क्या हो जाएगा, कैसे हो जाएगा, मार्केट में ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा। इसलिए होता क्या है कि चाहे वो अरबपति है, रात को सोने पे उसको नींद की गोलियां खानी पड़ती है, नींद नहीं आती है। और ये ट्रेड अब तो होते होते आ गया कि मजदूर है तो भी उसको गोलियां खानी पड़ती है। ये जो गुरुदेव वाली अगर कोई साधना करता है और इस लाइन से साधक आगे बढ़ता है, उसका पहला काम होगा कि वो भय खत्म हो जाएगा, क्योंकि उसको पता है कि गुरुदेव मेरे साथ हैं, कैसी ही प्रॉब्लम आए दुनिया की, मेरी प्रॉब्लम मेरे गुरुदेव सोल्व करेंगे। मतलब उसको ये एक मिल गया कि जिम्मेवारी अब मेरी नहीं है, जिम्मेवारी अब गुरुदेव की है। जो सारा संभालेंगे गुरुदेव संभालेंगे, जो कुछ होगा वो गुरुदेव संभालेंगे। इसलिए सबसे बड़ा काम होता है वो साधक भार मुक्त हो जाता है, भार मुक्त हो जाता है कि मेरा सारा भार तो गुरुदेव संभालेंगे, गुरुदेव संभालेंगे। असल में जीवन का जीने का आनंद ही उसको तब शुरू होता है जो गुरुदेव से जुड़ता है, गुरुदेव से जुड़ता है।
Okay, so I was very sincere in typing and writing all these things which Bhamar Singh ji has said. He is saying that, after connecting with this Siddhi Yoga, Guru Siyag Yoga, your physical body will be strengthened, right? Your spiritual journey would be actually progressing. And you will experience that Gurudev is with you all the time. That's a very, phenomenal change or experience on transformation will happen in your body, in you, that you will experience that Gurudev is always with me. Because the current environment around, as we mentioned earlier as well, is that no matter you are a millionaire or billionaire, you are a laborer, everyone is worried for some imaginary fear, sort of phobia, right? So everyone is taking pills, sleeping pills, then only he or she is able to sleep well. Yet, after getting into Guru Siyag yoga practice, that fear, unfounded fear, unfounded fear, we call it phobia, we call it, or any, unrealistic fear, which is just imaginary fear you have created around yourself, will start dissipating, will start disappearing, will subside. And why so? Because you will have this experience and feeling that, oh, Gurudev is with me all the time. Now, all the responsibility lies with Gurudev, not with me. He is responsible, I'm not. So, whatever happens, good or bad, Gurudev will take care of that. So, if you start feeling that, then your imaginary fear would disappear. So, this is what I understand, and you will be free from that so-called stress which you are carrying on your head, and you will start experiencing the state of blissfulness or state of ananda. Yes, sir.
जब साधक की धर्मेंद्र जी ये यात्रा शुरू हो जाएगी कि वो सारा अपना समर्पण गुरुदेव को दे देगा, तो वो देखता है गुरुदेव मेरे साथ हैं, तो असली जीवन की यात्रा तभी होगी। वो दोनों, गुरुदेव कहते हैं ना, तुम इस शरीर में रहते हुए दोनों काम कर सकते हो, भोग भी और मोक्ष भी। अब उसकी अंतर जगत की यात्रा बढ़ेगी और इधर अपना भौतिक जगत का काम उसका गुरुदेव संभाल रहे हैं। तो साधक को जब वो यहाँ ये सारा करते हुए विशुद्धि तक आएगा, तब तक तो वो भ्रम में रहेगा। पर जैसे ही विशुद्धि से उसका अज्ञात चक्र का काम शुरू होता है, साधक जो है, गुरुदेव ने यही कहा है कि मूलाधार से विशुद्धि तक आपकी यात्रा है, वो जन्मना मरना प्रारब्ध कर्मों के हिसाब से। अच्छे भी जन्म लिए तो अच्छे पहुंच गए, नहीं तो बस वो चलता रहता है। गुरुदेव ने कहा मेरा असली ऑब्जेक्ट तो जन्मने मरने से निकालना है। ये जन्मना मरना तभी हो सकता है कि साधक यहाँ के से ऊपर बढ़ के यहाँ आ जाता है अज्ञात चक्र पे। ये अज्ञात चक्र से लेके ये सहस्त्रार की यात्रा है, वो आध्यात्मिक जगत में ये सारा एरिया ईश्वर का है। हम यहाँ अगर हमारे को एडमिशन मिल गया तो उसके बाद सारे की सारी जिम्मेवारी गुरुदेव की है, और हम जिस काम के लिए आए हैं, जिसका शास्त्रों में भी वर्णन है कि ये आखिरी जन्म होगा, मतलब मुक्ति हो सकती है। मुक्ति तभी होएगी जब हमारे को यहाँ एंट्री मिल जाएगी, तब मुक्ति होगी। यहां तक रहेंगे तो जन्मेंगे मरेंगे, जन्मेंगे मरेंगे, जन्मेंगे मरेंगे। ये जो चीज है आज दुनिया के लिए, ये नई चीज है, जिसका बाइबल में भी कहा गया है मुक्ति का, और अपने दर्शनों में भी कहा है मुक्ति का, और गुरुदेव ने भी जो इस सब्जेक्ट पे बोला है कि आत्मा की उस, ये आप गुरुदेव ने कहा ना, तुम शरीर नहीं हो, तुम आत्मा हो, और आत्मा परमात्मा लय होना ही मुक्ति है। तो ये जो साधकों को इस प्लेटफॉर्म से आज आप बताएंगे कि ये जो गुरुदेव का योग है क्यों जरूरी है। दूसरे योग जो हैं वो शारीरिक फिट तक हैं, ये शरीर है तब तक वो योग काम का है। ये शरीर चला गया, वो जिसम खत्म हो गए, वो आपका कोई काम नहीं आएगा। नई चीज ये है कि इस गुरुस्याग योग के अंदर जो तुम कर रहे हो, जो तुम कमाई कर रहे हो, वो इस शरीर छोड़ने के बाद भी काम आएगी। वो तुम्हें सहस्त्रार में लेकर आएगी, तुम्हें मुक्त कराएगी। तो ये जो शारीरिक योग है उनके वनिस्पत इसकी तुलना हम नहीं कर सकते, इसका बैलेंस नहीं कर सकते जो आज तक हठ योग में चला है। आध्यात्मिक जगत में भी हठ योग था, वो एक सीमा थी, वो शरीर तक सीमित था, वो मुक्ति का मार्ग नहीं था। गुरुदेव वाला जो योग है वो उस आत्मा, उस परमात्मा में लय होने का, सहस्त्रार, मूलाधार से सहस्त्रार में पहुंचना का मतलब आत्मा उसमें लय हो जाए। तो ये जो गुरुदेव का योग है ये उन सबसे ऊपर का योग, सबसे ऊपर का योग।
Okay, so again, very meaningful statements, and which are coming from his own experiences as well. So let me try to explain what he has said. He said that when you have a complete surrender or full surrender, then only your new life begins. And this is a method of meditation where you can have moksha as well as continue to have bhog. This is the only meditation method where you don't need to give up anything. You continue to do worldly things, earn and get rewards in physical life, bhog, and also attain moksha. And while practicing this, your journey of antar jagat, or the para world, I would say, inner world in a way, spiritual world, that journey would be progressing. Unless we cross Vishuddhi Chakra, which is somewhere here, unless we reach here, all these chakras from Muladhara to Vishuddhi would continue to keep you in the state of confusion. Yet, these chakras basically are the chakras of birth and death, based on the prarabdha karma. We continue, keep on coming and going back. And Gurudev Siyag had said, my real objective for all is to help you get rid of this, birth and death, the vicious cycle of birth and death. The area which is called Agya Chakra and up to Sahasrara, this entire area belongs to the God. And we know the purpose why we are here. We are here to have salvation or moksha. Unless we get entry here, there is nothing called moksha or any meditation or dhyana. Even Bible have mentioned, and other religious books have also mentioned about the purpose of moksha. And Gurudev had explicitly, openly had said that I would introduce you to yourself. You are not a physical body. You are a soul. And when soul meets the Supreme, that is called salvation. When these two become one, then that is called salvation. And I'm helping you to have that. So he is introducing us that we are not physical bodies, yet we are souls. So we will be introduced with our own souls. Bhavar Singh ji had also mentioned one thing about, the other yogas which are trying to achieve something are only, limiting themselves up to the state of physical body. It is, Guru Siyag Yoga is not about physical body only, yet physical body is needed to be, strengthened and kept to experience the salvation. But even the Hatha Yoga had limited itself to the physical body only, right? And one thing which he had mentioned again is that whatever you earn while practicing Guru Siyag Yoga, that would be a sort of asset to you to experience that, amalgamation on becoming one, the experience in salvation. All other things which we achieve doing by other practices or worships will remain here once we leave our body. But whatever we are earning in Guru Siyag Yoga practice, which is primarily based on two things. One is, one divine mantra, Diksha mantra given by Guru Siyag. Keep on chanting that mantra all the time. Even you are taking shower, you are walking, you are reading, you are in toilet. Anytime you can keep on chanting that mantra mentally only, without, using your tongue and lips. So if you earn that kind of thing, that kind of spiritual money or, asset, then you will experience that this earning will be needed. This earning will be needed to experience the moksha. And surely this is different from all other practices like Hatha Yoga, which are only limiting to the physical state as well. Yes, sir.
तो आगे धर्मेंद्र जी ये बात करते हैं कि जब ये सारा उस साधक के जब यहाँ आता है, समझ में आता है कि हठ योग क्या है और ये गुरुदेव वाला योग क्या है, क्योंकि वो जो उसने जो जीवन जिया है और उसने दोनों चीजें देखी है, संसारी की भी देखी है और आध्यात्मिक की भी देखी है, उसके समझ में आ जाता है कि सही क्या है और गलत क्या है। उसको बाहर से मार्गदर्शन की जरूरत नहीं है, अंदर से मार्गदर्शन मिलना शुरू हो जाता है। तो धर्मेंद्र जी, वो साधक चुप हो जाता है, वो उतना ही बोलेगा जितना जरूरत है, वही काम करेगा जिसको करना है। अभी वर्तमान में क्या है कि लोग अपनी समस्याओं को नहीं देख रहे हैं, उसने ऐसा कर दिया, उसने ऐसा कर दिया, उस देश ने ऐसा कर दिया, उस नेता ने ऐसा कर दिया। मतलब यह है कि अपनी जो 24 घंटे में जो एनर्जी होती है, उस एनर्जी का वो सदुपयोग नहीं कर पाता। अपने घर के टाइम पे जो बाजार से चीज लानी है वो ही नहीं लाएगा, टीवी देखता रहेगा, उसने ऐसा भाषण दिया, उसने ऐसा भाषण दिया, उसने ये कर दिया, उसने उस देश ने लड़ाई कर दी, उसने बम गिरा दिए। मतलब कहने का यह है कि अपनी एनर्जी का सदुपयोग नहीं होता। अगर वो गुरुदेव से जुड़ जाएगा तो वो अपनी जो एनर्जी है उसका वो सदुपयोग ही करेगा, उसका दुरुपयोग नहीं होगा। उसको पता है कि सारे संसार को चलाने वाली एक ऐसी पराशक्ति है जिसको हम नहीं जानते, पर इस सारे संसार को, जो अरविंद की भाषा में जो कहा जाता है, अरविंद ने यही कहा है कि जो कुछ संसार में कुछ हो रहा है उसके पीछे आध्यात्मिक जगत की एक पावर है। हम उसको अच्छा बुरा कह सकते हैं, पर कोई काम ऐसा नहीं है बिना कारण नहीं हो रहा है। हर चीज के पीछे कारण है, हर चीज के पीछे कारण है। तो कहने का यह है कि ये जो इस साधक से जुड़ने के बाद साधक का जो है दृष्टिकोण बदल जाता है, दृष्टिकोण बदल जाता है। उसको पता है जो कुछ होना है, जो कुछ करना है, वो परम सत्ता करेगी। अपने को तो अपना बचाव कैसे होना चाहिए उसके लिए वो गुरुदेव से प्रार्थना करेगा, गुरुदेव जो घटनाक्रम हुआ भले ही मेरे को तो बचाएं। तो वो फिर साधक है, उसकी रक्षा गुरुदेव करते हैं, उसकी रक्षा गुरुदेव करते हैं। कहने का यह है उसको एक ऐसा सहारा मिल जाएगा, ऐसा सहारा मिल जाएगा। जैसे यूक्रेन में युद्ध चल रहा है तो बंकरों में बैठे हैं ना, वो सुरक्षित हैं, और महलों में बैठे हैं वो कभी जा सकते हैं। इसी तरह इस जगत के अंदर गुरुदेव के चरणों में जो आ जाता है उसके बाद उसकी सुरक्षा की जिम्मेवारी गुरुदेव की होती, गुरुदेव की होती।
Okay, so I tried to write down whatever it was possible, yet not sure if I have captured everything. Hang on, I've just written down somewhere, and this space has actually changed. There are many meaningful things he had again said, and when the sadhak, when the practitioner reaches up to Agya Chakra, he sees worldly and spiritual things both, and he understands what's wrong and what's right. Okay, and because the directions are coming from within, directions are not coming from outside, nobody is actually imposing anything on you, but directions and guidance is coming from within. More one practices, more silent he becomes. He will not, he will only do whatever is necessary to be done. He will not waste his energy like people are, again focusing on external matters, that he is fighting, who is fighting, this country is throwing bombs, and this country is doing this and that. People are actually misusing their own energy, which could have been used wisely, which could have been used spiritually. So if the practitioner is connected to Gurudev, then his own energy will be used positively. He will know that world is being run by some universal consciousness, right? Maharshi Arvind had also mentioned that whatever is happening, there is a reason behind it. And this is being run by a universal consciousness which is unknown to us. Yeah. So if you associate yourself with Guru Siyag Yoga, where you have to do only two things: mental chanting of the mantra and sitting for meditation twice a day for 15 minutes each, then your perspective will change. In Hindi, we call it drishtikon. So your entire perspective would change. And this entire perspective would help you to understand two things. One, that you are not the doer. Second, that whatever is to be done will be done by the gods sitting inside me. I don't need to bother about it. I will only pray to Guru Siyag to keep me in his protected arms, or protect me and keep me in his arms or in lotus feet. As he had mentioned about the current ongoing war between Ukraine and Russia, and people who are in bunkers are more safer. People who are in palaces or any other places, they are more prone to be attacked. So if you are protected by Gurudev, then you don't need to worry about anything. And I think we can safely say that this would change your both the lives, the worldly and the spiritual life, both. Yes, sir.
तो अब अपने टाइम का हिसाब क्या रहेगा?
आई थिंक आज के लिए इतना है, क्योंकि आज ऑलरेडी 47 मिनट हम कह चुके हैं, और कुछ स्पीच का हिस्सा है गुरुदेव की जो इंग्लिश में ट्रांसलेट किया गया है, सो उस हिस्से को सुनाएंगे, और गुरुदेव की आवाज में ही दीक्षा का मंत्र होगा, और फिर उसके बाद इस सेशन को कंक्लूड करेंगे. सो I'm trying to explain to Mr. Bhavar Singh ji that we had planned this for a 25 or 30-minute session, yet we are already crossing 47 minutes or so. So we will be concluding this session with a few slides from a speech of Gurudev Siyag, which was delivered in Hindi, yet we have translated it, and Gurudev had helped us getting it translated. Not sure whether this translation is perfect, but the gist you can experience. And after that, we will have a 3-4 minute video session by Gurudev Siyag, in which he will deliver the Diksha speech, and anyone who listens to that or watches to that is initiated. In Guru Siyag Yoga, you don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to spend a single penny. You just need to listen the mantra in Gurudev's voice, and your initiation is completed. This is for all human beings, irrespective of caste, creed, gender. As Gurudev had already mentioned, in one of the leading statements he had made on 1st of January 1991, that I have set out alone to elevate the Sattva Guna in mankind and to destroy all its tamasic tendencies completely. No single nation, religion, race, or caste can claim a monopolistic right over me. So he is for everyone, and no one can control him. So eventually, he is God. So thank you so much, Bhavar Singh ji. And now I will just display those slides which we have prepared, and would read it out basically. And then after that, we will be playing the video for you for 15 for the mantra, and then you can experience meditation on your own. Give it a try and write back to us. So this is a speech delivered somewhere in 2008 by Gurudev Siyag in Hindi, and we have done the Hindi version of it on other programs we deliver. And this is, we are trying to share with you, where the title is given, Everything is Predetermined. Okay? And he is trying to explain the entire philosophy very simply, yet very deep. He says, see, the work for which you people have come, first let me explain a little about that philosophy, so that you don't have any inconvenience while walking on this path. See, whatever is happening in this religious world today is nothing but outward rituals. We go on assuming that we are doing well, but no response is coming from the front. This is not the limit of Hindu religion. This is called Vedic religion. And what is religion? What is this religion? And let me tell you a philosophical basis of what can bring change in humanity. What is this philosophy? So that you don't have any inconvenience while walking on this path. Our Hindu religion is the only one which talks about living two lives in one birth. The first birth is given by the physical parents who create this flesh and bone body, and the second by taking initiation from the Guru. One attains self-realization. Broadly speaking, everyone knows that there is no salvation without a Guru. Salvation is not a toy that will be given to you as soon as you go to the Guru. He only tells a practical method. There is no scope for giving and taking in this. As my body system is, so is yours. You people are complete by birth, but you are not able to understand, you are not aware to it. Hindu religion talks about Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, like entire world is my home. Man only is considered to be the child of God. The Vedic sentence, Sarv Khalvidam Brahma. Everything is Lord. Whatever is visible in this vast form of the same supreme power, He is the same in different forms. This one is our philosophy. This is our philosophy. Taking this as the basis, this religion will become a world religion. People say that we are not able to organize even at the national level. It doesn't get organized just by slogans. One must bring about the change and show it. Science is in trend today. If you prove your religion scientifically, the whole world will accept it. This religion of ours, Hinduism, is absolutely based on science. There is no scope for imagination in this. The change that will come in you will come for a solid philosophical reason. There is no need to assume. To imagine is the work of Sheikh Chilli, like a conventional fool who builds castles in the air. There is no scope of such in our dharma. So I will tell you a way of worship. This is the knowledge of reading this body like book. There are two types of knowledge. Apara, which is worldly, and para, spiritual or parapsychology. You study apara vidya one by one. Paravidya is the knowledge of reading this book in the form of body. This knowledge has disappeared. So you have this book in the form of body. I will tell you a way to read it. You will not have to go anywhere. You will study comfortably sitting at home. All your problems will be solved. The problems are within you. Illness is within you. Whatever the pain you are feeling from inside, I will introduce you to a doctor who is sitting inside you. He will cure all your diseases, not an outside doctor. This is our philosophy, a principle of our religion. So now there are many types of methods in different religions, in different institutions. The Diksha I'm giving is a matter of Nath sect, or is a given matter of Nath sect. I'm a disciple of a saffron-clad, clothed Nath yogi. I'm doing the work of spreading unique way of worshipping by his order. Money has no role in this. It will not work in this. To get this knowledge, you must have a devoted attitude towards the Guru. Worldly education, aparavidya, can be bought with material money. It, like paravidya, cannot be bought. This knowledge is attained through dedication or surrender. Request this with devotion, and surrender doesn't mean bowing down. Not like that. Learn to bow down from inside so that there is harmony towards the Guru. There should also be a curiosity as to whether this can be true. Then the decision will be taken, will be done. It will be done right now. It won't take long. And there is nothing to happen. Everything is already predetermined. However, this is not in your knowledge. So therefore, there are different principles of initiation in different ages, keeping in mind the strength and power of man. The way of worship is decided. It was different in the golden age, Satyug. It was different for the silver age, Treta Yuga. And it was different for the copper age, Dwapar Yuga. It is different for the iron age, Kali Yuga. It's not feasible to do the worship of Treta, Dwapar, Satyug by the human being of this era, Kali Yuga. So that's the speech Gurudev had delivered, and we had tried to, translate it somehow. Now we will be listening to the speech, the Diksha speech of Gurudev Siyag, or Diksha mantra you will listen, and then that will complete your initiation. So in order to know more, you can visit gurusiyagyoga.org, or you can write to me, and I will share my numbers later on with you. Okay? So let's play that.
Yoga means a union of the soul with God or the universal consciousness force. What are the benefits of Siddhi Yoga? Siddhi Yoga heals, cures or frees the body from any physical illness, adds various forms of cancers, diabetes, arthritis, asthma, and even genetic disease like hemophilia. In the case of disease such as AIDS, which attacks the entire body, the patient may experience internal kriyas like sensation or heat, electricity or tingling. According to Siddhi Yoga philosophy, the divine power awakened by the enlightened Guru gets transmitted through his blissful voice to the listeners, irrespective of language spoken by the Guru. This divine power transmissions occurs smoothly and remain unaffected by the language being used. Regular practice of Siddhi Yoga strengthens the immune system. The Kundalini acts as a protective shield of the immune system and wards off the onslaught or recurrence of any disease. Impact of Kundalini awakening. The Kundalini makes the practitioner perform kriyas that are specific to his needs. With this cleaning, the practitioner is cured of all kinds of chronic and even terminal disease such as HIV, AIDS, cancer, arthritis, etc. and genetic disorder like hemophilia. Mental application too are completely cured and stress is completely relieved. Cling, Krishna, cling, 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 cling, Krishna, cling.
All right. So this is what the mantra is, which you have heard, and this has been, given by Gurudev Siyag. You can see Gurudev Siyag on the left side in white clothes with glasses, and his revered Guru, Muktidata Guru, Yogi Gangayanaji Maharaj. So one has to actually, in order to practice Guru Siyag Yoga, one has to do two things, as I mentioned. First, you have to keep on chanting the mantra mentally all the time. And this is the mantra. You can make a copy of it and you can write to me. I have shared my numbers as well. All right. And in order to do the meditation, I'm just simply explaining the process. You can sit at a spacious place around. Shouldn't be any hurdle around where you sit, and sit in a relaxed position. Look at the picture of Gurudev Siyag for a minute or two, and then then close your eyes and focus here as if Gurudev Siyag is sitting on the third eye, the 10th door or Agya Chakra. And with the closed eyes, request to Gurudev Siyag to keep you in meditation for 15 minutes. If you ask for 15-minute meditation, your eyes would open automatically after 15 minutes. If you are asking for 17 minutes or 20 minutes, then your eyes would open automatically accordingly. So after closing the eyes, requesting to Gurudev Siyag for 15-minute meditation, and then start chanting the mantra, whatever mantra has been given to you, and just keep on chanting without moving your tongue and lips. When you start doing this, your Kundalini, which was in a dormant position, will be awakened automatically within a second, and it will take control of your brain, body, mind, and breath, and would scan what needs to be fixed, what needs to be cured, what needs to be healed, which part of the body needs to be properly cured, because disease-free body can attain salvation. That's the thumb rule. So the moment it scans, you will experience involuntary movements, because Kundalini will take control of your system and will perform the necessary yogic movements which are needed to be, performed in order to cure you. So don't be afraid of that. These will stop automatically after 15 minutes, exactly after 15 minutes, and your eyes would open. And then you can say Namaskar to Gurudev, and then keep on chanting the mantra throughout the day and night. And while you are sleeping, you will experience the mantra is being chanted by someone. So who that someone is, that's the beginning of your new spiritual journey. All the very best to everyone. And thank you so much, Bamar Singh ji, for your valuable time. And we'll continue to invite you for this session. And this is a new trend. We never thought that this would happen this way, yet it is Gurudev's wish. So everything is in the lotus feet of Gurudev. And let's complete this session. And you can write to me on my on WhatsApp number, or you can share your comments as well. So wish you all the very best to your new spiritual journey. This session has been designed particularly for English-speaking people, because there has been a request from many people across the world that, all these sessions you are conducting in Hindi, why can't you conduct some sessions in English? So we have taken time out today, and this is all happening because our Gurudev have ordered us and have given the blessing to continue doing this good work. Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev.